Right, I'm just back from England and I'm still on this zero sugar, zero starch diet. I'm continuing for another month back in sunny old Thailand. Here we go. People ask me if it's free in Thailand sometimes. I say no. The land is ruled by mopeds and they own everything. They own the land and they're very entitled. And we all have to bend our wills to a moped driver.
Children in the back. I have to go now before it's turn.
Think or
No.
how do they honk you like it is there that they own the road? See what I mean? That guy even ran a red light and he honked. It's like, well, how dare you get in my way, even though it is your right of way. Peaceful place, but yet in the middle of mayhem. I do live in Bangkok, but I live not in the centre of Bangkok. So what I'm doing now basically is tagging along to Archery's meeting as I'm able to. This is kind of food that you can expect at like a high-end hotel. This is the Marriott in Bangkok. And breakfast is phenomenal here. Ooh la la! Lots more stuff. One thing you might notice that has changed is that I'm going away more compared to before. When I did my 3 month of only eating beef, I hardly went anywhere. The reason being is that I had a lot less energy then, and this diet is far less strict. I'm also less sore. Honey house, guest house, open 24 hours. Bit suggestive, probably is what you think it is. Now they also sell Thai and Chinese seafood. I think that's meant to be Chinese. I should go here because on my diet I can also eat chains. Hi, I'm Hugh and I am world renowned. Well, sort of. Well, not really. No, not all really. For travel videos, but I have a medical problem. It's called Ankylosing Spondylitis, sometimes called Axial Spondyloarthritis. You know what, I'm gonna have to continue this tomorrow. At the moment I'm feeling a lot better, but last year particularly, and actually for many years now, I've been feeling pretty terrible. So as opposed to what I normally do with my travel videos, I'm going to show you what I did to try and control my symptoms of AS. I did a 3-day fast followed by nothing but beef and beef only for 3 months, followed by 0 carbohydrates for another 3 months. We're going to have this lady join us for lunch today, Archery. Finally, I tried a low starch diet for 2 months. And I really wanted to show you my journey and just vlog about it as opposed to my regular travel stuff. Just for a short while, okay? And at the end of it, I want to tell you what exactly has worked better than anything. Now you're probably thinking that I seem quite upbeat. Well, that is because I am a lot better now, and partly because I'm just one of them old-fashioned British stiff upper lip people that don't convey my feelings very well. But trust me, I have been through hell. Okay, so I happen to be out and about quite a lot at this time. But I do return home eventually, which is still in Bangkok, south of Bangkok, and I do a lot of my own cooking. So this is me doing my own cooking, as well as eating the food around me. Previously when I did cooking, all I cooked was beef. Now I've got much more variety to cook. Judge my food if you will. This diet of zero sugar and zero starch was much better than the one before when I just only ate beef. However, it's not perfect. I still get a lot of pain. I'm sticking with it though because it is helping. It's definitely helping. One more trip of this month left. I go to Hoi Hin with the in-laws. Yeah, I'm always on the move. It's pretty tiring, especially if you've got AS. Actually, I've done a video just on this hotel before, and if it's something that tickles your fancy, I'll leave a link for it in the description. Really nice. Really just watching the sunset in my eyes.
I like this one.
Really? Right, so I'm about to go into the month of July now, and I do something pretty crazy. I have something sweet. Mostly because I get the cakes and that for free here. Most of the sweet food and also cocktails, they're on the house. Kind of, because we're members and we have points, which, by the way, is a really good way of doing IHG. We do it quite a lot. So anyway, I decided to break the rules, and it leads to a whole new monumentous decision, because actually within the rules, and I'll explain this more in the next video, actually I'm only supposed to be avoiding starch. I'm not meant to be avoiding both sugar and starch, which even though starch is like a compound of sugars, it releases slowly, so it's not meant to affect my AS. You know what, I'm going to go into science for it in the next episode, so I don't want to repeat myself. Just watch the next episode and I'll go into it in more depth before I do the last section of my diets where I add sugar in, so I just avoid the starch in the next lot. But this is the very beginning of that. It leads to a big decision I make because I actually felt okay after having this sugar. Now when I said I had sugar, I'm talking like 2 pieces of tiny little bit of cake. So this is not the end of the diet. It was just the start of me adjusting something. This is not the end. It's not even the beginning of the end, but perhaps it is the end of the beginning. A little Winston Churchill quote for you there. Why not throw him in? Oh, caramel.
Yes, that's what I want for the raining day.
We've got English tea. They did have English tea. Green, red, and yellow.
Red and yellow. Okay. I never compare actually. Yellow. Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Sweet and good. Quite soft. Not sweet. Not sweet much.
I think less sweet than the yellow.
Less sweet than yellow. And the green one. The hair, green and red is quite same,
Okay.
quite similar.
Yeah. I think the red is slightly sweeter than the green. And I think the yellow is the sweetest, personally.
Yeah.
Personally, but I might be wrong, you know.
Yeah, for me, yellow is the sweet. It's more sweet, and green and red is
Yeah.
quite same.
Yeah.
Somebody drink wine every day and still happy to drink here.
I have things in my mouth.
It's the different from every day is today is the bigger glasses. ใช่ไหม glass
has something in my mouth.
yeah
Praya Hoi Hin.
ปลายาหัวหิน yep
It's a combination of Thai rum infused with Thai herbs, pineapple juice, lime juice, and homemade syrup. Very nice. It's like a orange and cinnamon. It's a bit like a Christmassy orange drink. Cheers. And this is where I met Danay Ramit, who is a very big YouTuber in Thailand. In fact, it's actually the second time that I met him. The first time I met him was in September beforehand. The guy just keeps following me. He also said, everyone, all of you, should be subscribing to my channel. You weren't there when he said that. I haven't got any recording of it. He said all his followers should follow me. Okay, I'm making a lot of that up. But the part that is true is that I have met him twice, bumped into him twice, and I thought I'd just throw it in there, you know, as we're here at this moment. Right, so right now we're looking at September in 2023, which was about 3 months before I started my diets, my fasting diet to start with, the 3-day fast. So I'm looking really good this month. When I look in the past, which brings me on to my next point, that every day is different with AS. It's not easy to track how much a diet is affecting my health. This month, if we look at the month that I'm meant to be looking at over here, I'm also doing very well. But pretty soon after, I could feel a huge amount of pain. The problem with AS is that it varies day to day. Some days I'm more or less okay, and some days I'm in a great deal of pain. It's not like it's progressive, but it's also you can feel terrible and then feel okay and then feel terrible. It's very up and down like that. You get flares. So yeah, that's worth mentioning right now, because 3 months after me dancing around like this, I'm in a great deal of pain and have to start my diet. So yeah, just like this current month, I'm feeling a lot better. Well, I'd love to show you more, but two things. We're going off subject and I'm going to end up with a copyright strike. So Back to the Future. There he is. By the way, just so you feel safe, I'm just recording the band here. I didn't actually know the guy at the moment, so I'm not really a stalker, don't worry. You know, everyone here was awesome. It's important to let your hair down sometimes in life. What a great night, meeting lots of great people. What is it? Wow, what have you got your eye on? I just probably very much annoyed this cat. I scared his prize off. You're going to be annoyed at me now, ain't you? You went for a bird then, didn't you? You very nearly had it. I think the cat's feral, you know, because it's a very good hunter. Wait, no. Okay, so now it's time for the final diet, which I call a low starch diet because I reintroduce an ingredient, beer, just in time for the Euros. So one of the problems with this zero sugar and zero starch diet is that as soon as you slightly touch any kind of carbohydrate, you do get very ill because your body just can't digest it. It's not used to digesting the food anymore. So I thought actually maybe beer doesn't have any starch, which is the main thing that I'm actually avoiding more than the simple sugars. And I'm thinking a bit of sugar involved may help me feel better. And it's also very expensive to buy wine in Thailand, along with any imports. It's a good excuse anyway. See how I get on with this adjustment of the diet in my next video of a zero starch diet. I'm getting less and less strict as time goes on, hey. But the science, at least the theories when it comes to the science, really backs this one up the most. So yeah, have a little butchers, my friends.